YouTube world, what is that word? It's Marko Stats. This is Marko Stats Reacts, and today we're going to be reacting to the Joe Rogan podcast. Joe on Oliver Stone's testifying about JFK's assassination and Kennedy's secret society speech. So we're going to be talking about John F. Kennedy. Well, they're going to be talking about John F. Kennedy, and we're going to be reacting to it. Reacting to his assassination and what it all really means.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Are we getting new files, Jamie? Does anything happen? Do we know
what
more?
happened with
Oliver Stone apparently testified about the JFK assassination.
What does he know? How does he know
He knows everything about it.
How does he know?
Stone.
He's literally a warehouse of information on the JFK assassination. Before the podcast, during the podcast, after the podcast, he wouldn't stop talking about it.
Is it Terrence Howard information?
No, it's Oliver Stone. He's a brilliant guy. Oliver Stone can give you. He could sit down and break down from recall. And how old is Oliver Stone?
This is late 70s, I think.
Like complete recall of dates, times, who was involved, who they worked for before this happened, who Kennedy had fired, why they were on the Warren Commission report, what the Warren Commission report's objectives were, who was influencing it, who saw the gunshots in the grass, how did they die in mysterious circumstances. He
he's like
rattle it all off the top of his head.
And he's like
he tells Congress to reinvestigate the 1963 assassination, starting at the scene of the crime. Like, I'm telling you, man, the movie he did is, great movie, Kevin Costner, wonderful movie. But talking to him about it is where you really freak out. Like, this guy has been studying the JFK assassination forever.
And he thinks it was a CIA or a hit or something?
No one knows. And until you get all these files, no one's going to know. And even once you get all these files, what is it going to? How you're still going to connect dots, and it's not like there's a page 24. Mike did it. Fucking Mike.
Right.
Yeah, Mike was in the grassy knoll. I told him, shoot that Irish cocksucker. He's going to rob us. Like, no, there's none of that. You're going to get certain details that weren't available before for national security reasons or for whatever. But if they had made some sort of a declaration that Kennedy was a problem that needed to be removed, that would be like as close to a smoking gun as you would get. But they could probably get away with saying things like that in 1963, especially like people that worked they were doing nutty shit in 63, like really nutty shit. Like that's the same year as Operation Northwoods, right? That's the same year. Operation Northwoods was this crazy idea that was drummed up. It was a false flag idea that was drummed up and literally signed by the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Like they gave this a green light and then vetoed by Kennedy. And what they were going to do is they're going to have a bunch of false flag attacks. Like they were going to blow up a jetliner and they were going to blame it on Cuba, and they were going to arm Cuban friendlies and bomb Guantanamo Bay. They were going to literally kill American citizens. And the idea was, do this false flag, blame it on Cuba, then we have to go to war with Cuba. And Kennedy was like, what the fuck are you doing? No. And then there was the other one, which was the Bay of Pigs. So they informed Kennedy about the Bay of Pigs. Apparently they informed him about it like late in the process. And he denied them air support. So the whole plan of invading Cuba, the Bay of Pigs, was dependent upon air support. They didn't get air support because Kennedy said no to it. So all these people died that didn't have to die.
Yeah.
All these American soldiers died that didn't have to die. And my friend Evan Hafer from Black Rifle Coffee, he had a very good point. He said, like, if you wanted to look at someone who had a bone to pick, who was like a hardened killer, like those guys who got stranded at that beach, those would be the kind of guys that would want to kill Kennedy. Like, there's probably a lot of people that wanted to kill Kennedy. There's probably the mob wanted to kill him because the mob got him in. The whole thing that happened with Illinois, like him winning Illinois.
Right, yeah, I heard about that.
Very shaky stuff, right?
Very shaky election.
So the mob got him in, and then his brother starts going after the mob.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, fuckface. Like, what kind of deal is this? And then he's trying to get rid of the CIA. He wants to get rid of all these, like he gives that speech about privacy, about having these private groups and having secrecy and secret societies. Have you ever seen that speech about secret
I
societies?
didn't know
The
that he
Kennedy
had a
made?
speech.
Yeah.
No.
It's really creepy.
I didn't know that Kennedy had a speech about secret societies. Link to that. Give me that link, y'all, in the comments if y'all know who he talking to or if y'all know more information about that.
He's talking about how secret societies are repugnant, and that he's essentially calling out the shadow government. He's calling out all these people that are involved in these organizations, literally from like Yale, like the Skull and Bones that they're all in. All these creepy frat boys join the Skull and Bones, and then one day they wind up ruling the world. Like, it's kind of Harry Potter-ish. It's bizarrely, on the nose as far as what it is. But he was calling that stuff out in the 60s as well, and then they kill him. And then you don't hear a peep about any of that stuff anymore.
And we will get to the John Larroquette story, just anybody listening.
Let's
we
listen
will
to
get
Kennedy
to it.
talk about secret societies.
I want to see that, yeah.
Secret societies.
There are secret societies.
It's a very
Skull and
creepy
Bones.
speech when you think about the fact that they killed him like less than a year later, I believe.
What about the back and the left? This is what I heard. I don't know any information. But in Oliver Stone, he was like, back and to the left. Back and... But someone was saying, no, your head would do that because it like... From the shot from the back, your head would like recoil back. I don't know anything.
Well, we could look at that too. Let's hear it. The speech that killed him about secret society.
Gentlemen, the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. And no official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. No president should fear public scrutiny of his program, for from that scrutiny comes understanding, and from that understanding comes support or opposition, and both are necessary.
Why did we become so retarded? Like, listen to how genius he's saying is, and how eloquently he's describing the problem.
People don't talk like that anymore.
No, we don't talk like that anymore. And if we did talk like that, people would be like, what did he just say?
Yeah, I didn't understand a word.
I understood half of those words.
I didn't know it.
This is 1963. We're dumber now.
Oh, yeah.
With more access to information than we were in 63.
And people think they're smarter because their phone, they think that's them, too.
ChatGPT is like...
Madness. Make sure that you guys like and comment on this video. What do you guys think happened to JFK, man? Click the notification bell to be updated for more videos. Swayze. Peace out, y'all. Love.